Hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pathfinder Plays, and today is a great day because we all get to see the second official devlog of the upcoming zombie game Projekt Z. I will also be sharing a brief Q&A about the game at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. Also, I want to get Projekt Z seen because I love the idea of the game and I love the developers. They seem very genuine and sincere, so if you would, please consider hitting that like button and sharing this with your friends to feed that horrific YouTube algorithm. Let's get into it. For those of you who missed the first devlog, feel free to watch it before this, but if you don't want to, I'll give a brief overview about what Projekt Z is all about. Feel free to skip ahead to the devlog to break down if you already saw the first. Projekt Z is an atmospheric first-person zombie cooperative shooter set in World War II. In this game, you get to play different characters who have very different abilities to find out more about the secrets of the German island you all crashed on. Some of the features it espouses is weapon malfunctions, bleeding out, and minimal HUD to increase immersion. The game begins at the end of the Second World War. After the Allied forces took over Berlin, they got knowledge of this island and are preparing to attack. As they attack, zombies suddenly start to appear, being the greater threat, forcing the Germans and attackers to cooperate in order to survive. The developers of Projekt Z want to combine the hardcore and casual market by taking elements from both and putting them together. The game itself is inspired by Left 4 Dead, which literally every gamer loved, and each character in the game will have their own story and allow you the opportunity to learn the story of the island you are trapped on. Now then, on to the second devlog itself. They have made lots of improvements to the animations of the guns themselves, and you can see the level of detail here. The recoil is awesome, the reloading, the rounds leaving the chamber, it all looks fantastic. Their 3D artist is doing some really great work as well with these zombies. The variations are there, the decomposition is there, the detail, the gore parts, the limbs being shut off, it's all great. If you are a character artist and are interested in getting involved in this project, they are looking for one to help get rid of the placeholder assets of these zombies, which are the same as dead matters when they were first getting started, or at least they appear to be. They talked about the night map being optimized and polished up, which we have been seeing in these videos, and even a new indoor map area to get the game ready for mission tests and other gameplay tests. It's great to see the project is moving along smoothly. Then we get into some really great stuff like the gameplay mechanics. They added a compass which will guide you, but it only shows you north right now because the mission system still needs to be added to the game, and why that's relevant is because when they do, there will be a second compass needle which will guide you to different objectives you need to complete. You can even use your weapon or maybe even melee zombies to death with your compass still in your offhand. There are different tiers of zombies. The first zombie they show is their lowest level zombie, which by themselves are not really that much of a threat, but when they are not aggro, they will form hordes and roam around the map, and the last thing you want to do is attract them. They even have their own aggression system. What is that, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you right now. How it's set up is this. The more you attack them, cause damage, kill them, etc., the more aggressive and fast they become. This really is a unique system and it should keep players on their toes. They said that there will be 2 modes in the game right now, the normal mode, which is where the aggression system is in place, and a survival mode where the zombies start in a high alert / high aggression mode. This mode is inspired by Call of Duty Zombies and comes with many of the familiar tropes like the mystery box and different weapons. They explained the radial menu just a bit as well. To access your magazine, you simply press the middle mouse button and you can see you can carry up to 6 types of magazines and each of the rounds they have in them. Left click on the magazine and it'll reload. You can drop magazines by right clicking on them and these can be picked up by teammates. There is fall damage in the game, but more than that, if you jump from a high enough area, you'll perform what they awesomely call an anti-hero landing, and you will drop your weapon, so be sure to pick it back up again. They have added an amazing feature that I was excited about in Dead Matter as well. If you die to a zombie, your character becomes a zombie. Unfortunately, this zombie is controlled by AI and not your player. Honestly, I would love the player zombie to be player controlled to add more danger to tense situations and moments, but I do understand why they don't do this. Moving on. They want to make it clear that this game is not a survival game. You play as various characters and you need to play the characters alone in order to unlock the other characters. When you unlock the characters, they will be accessible in the hub or the player base. In order to access the hub, you need to play at least one mission from one of the characters. The hub allows you to form and start missions and go there when your mission is over. You can upgrade it by finding blueprints, people, food, water, building materials, people, and more. Did I say people twice? Yes, I did. Anyways, the more people you find and more advanced your hub gets, the more it will require to maintain. Projekt Z is kind of a resource manager game as well, it seems, and I like it. The last thing I think the developer said was that the game is coming to early access. It is admittedly kind of hard to understand him sometimes because of that sexy, thick German accent, but you know what? I look past that and it's my fault because I'm not fluent in German and he is in English. So, if it is going in early access, guys, that's awesome because this is one of the games that I would love to play, showcase, and help give feedback and be there for the development of it in its duration. That is what the indie development is all about, community funding and involvement. I thought this devlog was just as awesome, if not better than the first one. Lots of details were shared and we certainly have a better idea about the gameplay loop of Projekt Z. You play a character, unlock more characters, you do a mission, get your hub, upgrade your hub, rescue people, gather materials, etc., and you do it all over again in glorious hazes of pink mist and zombie parts. I love it, I really do. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I will now go over some common questions they receive and answer. How can players unlock missions? There will be a main story path and other missions will be unlocked as well by completing certain missions. For example, in one mission, the sewage system has to be cleaned and it is possible to reach side missions from there. It is also possible that side missions unlock other side missions, so there's quite a bit of side missions going on. Question: how can I get all the arms dealers, medical stations, etc. into my hub? Through the main story and side missions, which there are a lot of. In those, you can find people who have the right specialty for the stand and/or construction plans to improve it, so that the person of the stand can continue to develop. Very awesome. I love the progression systems in here. Question: is it possible to return to the mission after playing through them? And they say yes, it is. This option will be titled as free mission, but any changes that you have made through the mission will be saved. Question: what can we do with the build materials? And they say yet again, for example, with the building materials, the player can build stands if he found the right person for the stand he wants to build. From there, for example, he can craft new ammo types, better armor, get new construction plans for interior design, and more. Do I need electricity for some of these stands I am building? And they said, for stands that need to be powered by electricity, a diesel generator is required, but there will also be missions where you will find and repair a power plant, so that's really awesome. Do the people inside of my hub need food, water, etc.? And simply they say yes, and you have to manage that very carefully. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the video. What do you guys think about this plethora of information? What are you excited about? Will you join the early access and help fund this awesome project? Let me and them know in the comments below. As always, thank you to my channel members. Your support means the world to me. Be sure to check out my Dead Matter or Scum servers in the description below and join my Discord to get involved with my community. And as always, if you guys like scares, survival, and scavenging, consider hitting that subscribe button, that like button, and share this video with your friends. And I will see you all in the next one. Path out.